another seat. Oh, you bring out the best in me. Hey! You make me come alive.
I've never felt so free.
Can't get you off my mind.
You're such a part of me.
It don't fly so high.
There's so much to see.
You make me come alive. I never felt so free.
Pottstown orange net, 15-14.
Tap at the line. Just the guy you want. Goes to Leathers. Knight. Back to Leathers. That one looks like a little wallet. Snuck inside Pat's pocket. They are all looking to bolster their pocket here with this giant drive-through. Looking for that $10,000. Leathers looks to increase his wallet. Look to that Miller.
In this heat, you just gotta survive in advance. Worry about the money when you get to the final.
No, worry about the money. Easy to say for someone who got a $5,000 check earlier.
Hey, you gotta take it one game at a time.
Her license plate is blah, 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 blah. If you want to... This $5,000 is probably the start of the Knight approaches, shoots 9, no hits. Captain's a pass. Miller fires away. That's all she wrote. Let's hear it. Kevin Knight and Sam Leathers, great weekend. But moving on, Ian Papp and Nate Miller, and your award is a date with the defending champ. Much more quality play for Kevin Knight. Really annoying. All right, let's turn around and talk about center court.
Yeah, exactly. I also like to throw in the did, yeah. I brought down the F-Cup. They're good top. I knew this was
All right, we're here at center court. Let's pay attention to what's going on here. I'll get with it in a minute or two. All right, we got the team of Jindyeh and Charterina. Jindyeh with the ball. The Basey brothers are on this side. Down it goes. So Lars Basey has the ball in his hand with the black shirt. His brother, Gage, up at the net. And we have a 1-1 score. Charterina. The man can make it happen. He's got some hops.
The year is 1940. And something isn't right.
Lars gets it back. He looks. He rolls. Cross court. Nice job. Right inside the net. Charterina cannot handle it. That'll put an ace on the board for Gage. Score 1-1, center court. That's net ball. Lars gets it from Gage to win. Started pushing that from the net. I could see that from here, but Lars had no problem handling it. Score remains 1-1. Lars, Basey. Here we go. Jindyeh over the outstretched hands. Nice play. Gage gives his nice shot to his opponent. Charterina with the shorty. Lars gets off the ground. Charterina's there. He gets it back. Down he goes. Lars gets a hand on it. His partner and brother cannot get after it. Nice volley, man. Two serving one. Net ball. One serving two for Gage. It's over net Charterina. Oh, somehow it's popped up by Jindyeh. Oh, the pancake effort. Nice save by Charterina. And Jindyeh. Strong effort. Two-1. Waiting for the Basey brothers. We're ready. That was in play. Couldn't tell from my angle, so that's a 3-1 score. That'll be a net ball. Charterina. Oh, the big block Gage. Charterina this time on his second effort puts it cross court. A 15-point game, men's open. Again, the winners move on, the losers rep the next game. I know what I'd rather do. Big swing by Gage. Basey. One serving three. It was let go. It's an ace ball, and we'll switch him up. 2-3. I'm saying your last name right? Where are you from? Oh, you're the Colorado Cupcakes. I should have known they were the Colorado Cupcakes, the Basey boys. All right. Go Buffaloes.
Hey, we got that switch off, huh? Score is 2-3. They're going to get a score correction on that. I'm Jason DeBelius, and bringing you guys up to speed. Obviously, the writing is on the screen. The brothers Basey, Lars, and Gage versus Ryan Charterina. Sorry, excuse me, Charterina. I remember you from yesterday. And Sammy Jindyeh. Sammy Jindyeh takes the top of the tape, and there's your side out. Charterina outside goes cross court, and the Basey brothers logically played everybody cross court with only one place to go, but here's the side out. They're going to check the score in a minute. It is unequivocally 2-3 because that's the switch. Ryan to serve. Ryan out of Basey, but I suspect New York. And Jindyeh, we already know New York. Brooklyn, New York, in fact. Lars Gage Basey, the Colorado Rockies, have been tested a little bit this tournament, but thus far have done nothing but good things. Lars wants to know if you hit the net on the follow-through. Lars is Chewbacca-ing the referee, if you will. Wookiee style. Sammy to serve. Boy, did that thing drop. Handles okay. Gage Basey, that is the wrong guy to have a problem with. The wrong guy to serve. Turned an okay pass into a lemonade set. Put down. Basey's trying to get to work in this side out to 15 game. Here's the up and down set. Wow. My goodness. Great elevation. Just a weird shoulder swing. Yep, that was literally a wrist away. A term that nobody likes, and I certainly don't like to use, but if that's not a wrist away, I don't know what is. And again, I'm a chairborne ranger. Who am I to criticize a swing that actually works? The guy's got nothing but clean shots, untouched by the block, untouched by the dig, and there's a cut over for the side out for the brothers Basey. Gage Basey, one of the better setters on the tour, in any tournament for that matter. Not their best work in Huntington Beach, but the coming out party and wowing the fans with some of the things they can do was definitely worth the trip. And Charterina was so surprised that there was no block, he almost didn't stick his own landing. I think I give Charterina a 6.5 on that landing. So he took the hippity hop. Charterina, good jump server. This time he goes to the floater. This time they go to Lars. Lars is scouting report the more ideal person to go against, but by that rationale, you still have to serve competitively. When it comes to the Basey brothers, if you serve lollipops, you're going to get licked. Lars with the serve. Pretty good serve to Charterina. Charterina, just great timing, just great court vision, and I love the macho walk. That is the walk we see consistent with the guys who are under 5'10" for volleyball. The BMF walk, if you will. The I shot the sheriff walk. Sammy to serve. Sammy Jindyeh to serve. There's Gage. There's the jumbo, and oh my goodness. Oh, look at him trying to make it, and the Elvis wobble done by Gage. That was weird. We'll take it. I am so glad that these guys are on center court because Jindyeh and Charterina are fun to be around. They're fun to watch. And the last match they played on center court, 2 games to 11, they won 11-0, 11-1, so not much competition. And this time, they got something we call a real one. Lars with the block. Wow, and Lars looked like he was going to fly right across him, and that's what our lefty Jindyeh was hoping for, and that didn't happen. Charterina with the set, and that time did what he wanted to do the first time. Lars Basey, tricky blocker. Sometimes it looks like he's going to swing block and keep flying, and sometimes his swing block does what it's supposed to do in the traditional sense. Use all of his momentum to go straight up. Ryan to serve. Charterina to serve. This time they go to Basey to Gage. Back set. Gage got it. Expect Gage to run a lot of back sets. He loves the movement. Having a conversation with him, he loves it to get a lot of his court vision back as you continue to run your progression to your approach, or should I say create your string. You start to get a lot of your court vision back. Here goes Lars.
He gets it back.
Wow, and speaking of court vision, he could see the block, he could see the dig, and I'm pretty sure he can see me sticking out of the tent watching from the back. Gage Basey, along with Ty Coots, has won the 2023 Motherlode Tournament, big Labor Day tournament for the people that don't go to Chicago. They have a good time in Colorado and Aspen. And at some point, they're going to have to throw up a block and not assume that's an out-of-system set. That is right up Charterina's alley. Sammy to serve. Not a lot of movement except the 2 points that the Basey brothers have gotten.
Jindyeh from Brooklyn, New York.
Jindyeh to serve. Okay pass. There's the up and down sets. And Gage Basey. If you see emotion out of either one of these brothers, they don't really play a hot game. They play a very, very cold game. But if you see in some instance where the robot feels, it's probably going to be Gage, who, believe it or not, looks like the older brother. He's the younger brother. Lars, the guy without the beard, is the older brother.
Oh, little cross up right there.
And again, showing that Colorado love on that high altitude training float serve. The Motherlode is actually with a Mikasa, so you can draw a picture in your head of the high altitude and the Mikasa, which is really, really tough to grasp top spin jump serves with. You really got to finish all the way. Very good pass. Perfect pass, I would suggest. And wow. And as Marv Albert would say, shot counts and the foul. Now just a bit outside, if you will. Man, that got away. Probably hit the outside part of his right hand. Happens to us. Happens to every player, every level. Believe it or not. Lars Basey to serve. So Gage won the 2023 Motherlode tournament. His brother Lars, who's serving right now, won 2022. And he played with Ian Carlson. And in the finals where they beat Jeff Samuels, and yep, the great, legendary Mark Burek. 2-1. Represent, Motherlode people. Represent. The Baseys are here. Samuels is here. Samuels won with Casey Jennings. Christian Hoover's here. Christian made the finals with Skylar Del Swole. That's his new nickname. Now he's got all that muscle. Skylar Del Swole. It's really the best of the best. It's Colorado. You got some Hermosa Beach guys, right? Jake Urrutia, Cody Caldwell live on the west. Caleb Quakel lives on the west. Caleb Quakel is an amazing player. So East meets Midwest meets West meets the mountains here in the Pottstown Rumble. Okay pass, and Jindyeh so good at disguising the finish. Coming up with one hand made him extremely predictable, I get that, but the finish is one of those things where if you stay home, you might not get it. Charterina to serve. Brian Charterina's got a good one. Nice low toss, left shoulder serve. Lars gets the pass. Lars, look out, shout, ow. A lot of my peers have nicknamed the Basey brothers the poor man's Partains.
Charterina rolls it over. Pass Gage, Basey for the side out where the score is still 4 serving to 5. by Lars. Tips. Jindyeh couldn't handle it. Charterina will switch him up. It'll be 4 serving to 6. The great Pottstown Rumble right here in Memorial Park. 3 long days in the heat.
Here we are back from the switch. Younger teams do not take a long time on the switch. Some of the older teams are trying to conserve their energy. It looks like a de facto technical timeout. And I think we got a touch. Gage is saying, excuse me, that's out of bounds. And Sammy's saying, why don't you ask your brother? And Lars Basey says, Gage, guilty. I'm actually going to take 5 seconds to toast my tech crew. So love, luck, and laughter, gentlemen. I'm going to give a shout out to them at the end of this match. Just some of the work that they've done this entire weekend has been nothing short of fantastic. Some of the tournaments, things don't go right and they seem unorganized, and just working behind the scenes, I will conclude that so many people have no idea. Is the up and down set. Charterina, wow. Can you believe that? Leave him an inch of line. That young man will take a yard. My goodness. And that's just one of those plays where the Basey brothers just don't over-examine and just say it's a good shot. Say thank you for teaching me directional integrity and move on. Sammy Jindyeh will serve. Because the classic pronunciation is Jindyeh. And this one is Jindyeh.
I was calling Sammy, so.
Back to 6-4. Back to this side-out game to 15. Switch sides on every combined 5 points. Each team is afforded 2 timeouts apiece. There's no technical. Charterina, actually, a little bit of difficulty on that first hit, and that's where the Basey brothers want to be. If you're in system, I give you a shot at beating them, but this is not a team where you have to be completely out of system for them to take advantage of it. You just need to be a little bit of it. Like I said before, they are the other team in which you give an inch, they'll take a yard. Up and down sets. Wow. Lars tried to jump the same time as Sammy, and Sammy just had better hang time. Who's that peeking out my window? Nobody, because I live in a penthouse. Just a bit outside. Ball had reverse topspin, and no surprise at the result there, and Lars to serve. Lars engaged, not traditional sand players, but there are a lot of sand tournaments in Colorado. Wouldn't be surprised to see them get a little bit of work in, and I'm certainly not surprised to see them function well under these conditions. Would you look at that? That is wow. Just when I thought he was trying to go over on one and I was going to scream at the top of my lungs it was illegal, it turned out to be an option set, and then the option gets blocked. How are you going to beat that? One Basey's not enough. You're going to need two to stop Sammy Jindyeh. Great serve out of position one. But, wow, there's a great touch. Trying to create. Try not to land on his brother. There's the cut. Up and down set. Oh! Trying to do too much on that. It's Charterina. Oh. Hey, listen, fast break volleyball. Sometimes you just got to take a swing and not be cute. Save the tips for the waiters. The MCs are absolutely brutal, and we love them for it. They are amazing. Score is 4-9 for the scoreboard flash. It'll come back in a minute. Lars creating a string out of the middle, and Lars is so good at scanning the court, and his elevation and his reach is absolutely ridiculous. Here's our ball boy, Ryan. Salute to him, and Ryan has been doing the darn thing pretty much the whole weekend, certainly today, this Sunday, on center court in the Pottstown Rumble. That ball, wow, what a tricky serve, and I don't know if the Basey brothers want the ref to get off the ladder and look at the spot. This isn't sand, this is grass. It's a string, and either the string jumps or it doesn't. Charterina looking for the short toss topspin serve. Lars once again, and again Partain-like, just relative ease, gets in the air rather quickly. An energy efficient jump. He looks like he could take 100 of those and not get tired. And again, believe it or not, that's the older Basey. Everyone thinks the guy with the beard's the older Basey. Lars, the one with the baby face, is the older one. Teaches 3rd grade in Arizona. Pretty good serve, but right to one of the better passers. And Charterina has such good wrist integrity. He's done it again. You leave him just enough, and just enough seems par for the course, just enough. Wow, there's another. Are you ready for it, old school? Another wrist away. Old school people watching from California. Old school people watching from Texas. Old school people watching from New Orleans. Mad love and shout out to everybody who's actually participating as spectators and commentators on this YouTube live stream. Oh man, did Gage want that? Gage going for it all. And I like that. You got a big crowd watching. This is fast break volleyball. Dude, just take a swing. Pretty good serve out of the middle. And Gage brings new meaning to the term relative ease as he gets the side out. Score remains 9-4. Once again, it's 1 game to 15, and side out volleyball is equivalent to 2 out of 3 sets rally. Here we are. This match could take an hour. I wouldn't be surprised if we're 35 minutes into it. Score's 9-4, and just more volleyball for us. Wow, and there he goes again, and I'm not sure if that's something that he just wants to give up a little of it, but 3 times in a row, Charterina has just been monstering him. And they're having a conversation on where's the ball going. I'll tell you where the ball's going. It's going under your armpits. It's shaving your pits, basically burning all the hairs off of it. And the best way for people to not shave your pits is just to either get in front of him, 1, or 2, just get a little bit more penetration. It's a look away serve. There's a look away hit. An East Coast 2 times slap. Mid high five for the Basey brothers. Easy to talk to. Easy to approach. Certainly not extroverted. In fact, very introverted. Net opportunity, and Lars just absolutely chabaca'd one. Straight down, and now the score is 10-4. Looking for the switch. First point, the next point will be a switch. Expecting to go back to Charterina. They do. This time, right shoulder. He loves to create his ring. But that's the block you want. And of course, Charterina is really, really good at sneaking it under people's armpits. He is a very, very sneaky, deceptive hitter. And all Charterina and Jindyeh are trying to do right now is stay alive. Just ask Wyclef Jean about staying alive. Just ask the Bee Gees about staying alive. Roundhouse. Lars this time goes, wow, straight between the eyes. I actually like that serve. And this time gets clamped by Gage Basey. And Gage says, older bro, this is how you do it. Excellent block. Good press on that cross-court block. Charterina must have gotten bored from hitting line because line was wide open. This round of 16 and this round of 8 really, really separates the men from the boys. You have these good teams finishing first in pool. You know, fans looking, think that team's got it figured out and they got a great shot at winning it, and then you run into teams like this. You run into teams like Jacob Ratia, Caldwell. You run into the brothers Basey. And I think I gotta give Andrew Dentler and Caleb Quakel the rub on that too. They had a pretty gnarly second round match, but I expect to see them at the end as well. Coach giving Sammy and Ryan a little bit of advice. Coach actually looks like Sarah Wood's father from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Could be, but I doubt it. I think they'd red-eyed in, and they might be doing something more recovery interesting than what's happening here. I absolutely love the presumptions of what people think Colorado wind and Colorado weather looks like. And I certainly love how people talk about if it gets windy on the beach in Colorado. The answer to both of those things is yes. It's cold in the morning, it's warm in the afternoon. It's very much like Hermosa Beach, and only in that respect. Of course, the wind in Hermosa Beach is a little bit gnarlier. But take all of the similarities that Colorado would have with every other state and take altitude training. And that's the variable we're going to discuss. Wow, I love the disguise on the cut. And you know Lars is going to get a touch on that, because any cut that's up and down at this level, they're going to touch. Any cut that drops straight down in system, probably a higher percentage point. Blocker call sticks. Line on both sides. Right shoulder serve. Handled okay, but top ref, he's got a feel of the top of the tape, says that ball hit the top of the tape, and under these old school rules, let's serve rule, or serving into the net and the ball going over, is not legal. Gage Basey, inside serve. The Charterina, his vintage line over has been absolute high percentage. He has 5 of his last 5 swings down the line, albeit power.
There's that smile. Let's go, Diesel Hamster.
Oh, wow, that's a good serve. And Lars, wow, Gage Basey with the great out-of-system delivery set. Absolutely immaculate. Good hang time on it. Gave Lars time to recover, and there's a side out. 11-4. Don't have a dog in this fight, but I think my heart goes to the borough of Brooklyn. Yeah. As an unbiased commentator, you can't help but involuntarily cheer for someone, and I'm loving some Sammy and Ryan in this, and shot counts and the foul. And as said in the back of the tent, there's the smile we've been looking for from the Diesel Gerbil or Diesel Hamster. Up and down set. Lars gets dug. Charterina transition, looking for 5. Not yet. Gage. Line over. Wow. Does he touch everything or what? So impressive. Well, if you're going to score, those are the situations you got to create. Got to create a constant pressure. And I like the serve location, but I don't like the serve to space. Serve to space meaning the estimated time of arrival takes too long. The way they're serving the Basey brothers. Basey brothers keeping this in play. And Charterina tries to beat the 4-block switch. An easy switch to beat. He read it right away, and unfortunately it trickles into the tape. Gage Basey, lollipop serve. There's the option. Got it. And that's the message you want to send. Again, if you serve lollipops, you know the rest. I understand the strategic. I understand you want to serve his left shoulder, so it isolates him to take the set to the pin where you can play better defense against him. That's an adjustment that had to happen from the beginning of the game up to this point. Because in the beginning of the game, they weren't blocking him at all. And he made him pay.
I'll get a sticker. Why not? What's up, man? How you doing? You good?
Has a short serve. That's tight, handles okay, and wow, Lars salvaged that hot mess situation. And Lars trying to go on the drop, but clearly his jump suggested shot. And your coach always teaches you, if you want a good drop on your cut, you got to jump for power. Who's that guy? He played for American Studies. Ricky! Wow. Charterina definitely sends it high and takes out the barricade, and the dude is so solid that you felt sorry for the barricade. Score is 12-4. Hey, got us a real point. Jindyeh, wow. There is the one-armed bandit by Lars. And that was kind of a carry, but I think might have gotten a touch. Yes. Tool time for Ryan Charterina. Ryan Charterina, very, very good mixture of good defense, serve, receive, good shots, and I would love to see them put some pace, if you will, on the speed of this serve. There's your set out, still nursing the, not nursing, but commanding the lead. 12-4. Reservation for one. No, I thought that was mine. Thank you, man. Thank you. There's a jump serve, and this is what we've been looking for. Something that had a little bit more speed on it. And oh my goodness, Chewbacca'd him at the net. Sammy Jindyeh, and now the crowd, and possibly Jindyeh and Charterina are alive. Charterina, strong serve, up and down sets, and Lars, so good. The brothers Basey, one of the better ball control teams in this tournament. I'm a prisoner of the moment. I might even suggest they're the best ball control team in this tournament. There's the left shoulder serve, and that's what they wanted. The up and down set, and Charterina goes over the line, and it's what we call the grasshopper. The line jumps and hits any part of the line under the rules of volleyball is in. think it was Gage. Wow, Charterina looking for a transition point. Oh my goodness. Some will call that a lucky shot, but let me tell you something. Luck is the residue of design. And the effort's there, and that is the result of the effort. Now we got 6-12. Timeout is called by the Basey brothers. And as this tournament bracket starts shrinking, and as there's less teams left to play, the interest will peak. And who's left? Yesterday, again, some extremely competitive pools, and at the same time, some pools that look like the easiest beer bracket to get out of pool play. But when that's settled by the play-in games the previous night, when that's settled by the first and second round, there's an official separation of the men from the boys here. And at this point, I don't believe there's anyone that can't win this tournament that's left. Caleb Quakel, Andrew Dentler, the two of them splitting block, can win this tournament. The brothers Basey, who are playing right now, can win this tournament. Jacob Ratia, Cody Caldwell. Of course they can win this tournament. They're the reigning defending champions, daring whomever to unseat them. Lars, Gage, Basey, take the court again. Charterina, Jindyeh, take the court again. There were some transition volleyball plays, and perhaps the Basey brothers sensed a little bit of momentum. And sometimes you need to hit the reset button for you to finish what you started. You've gotten this far. We got a 12-6 lead, 3 points to go. And 3 points seems so close, but in the world of side out, 3 points seems so far away. Left shoulder serve. And man, from where I was sitting, I thought that was in, but you got an entire crowd that can see from so many angles. That ball is wide. And now the Pottstown Rumble guys starting to move again. Waving the ball up and down, and Lars traps this ball into the tape on the serve, and getting back to work is Sammy Jindyeh. Wow. Gage, Basey, Charterina really laying in the cut for that hard driven, because he knew, given that his partner's one block is highly competitive, he's very, very comfortable getting in the cut and trying to take that power, and still Gage Basey puts one down. Jindyeh option. Something about tall people where even when you're shooting, gravity takes over on this crazy level. Lars Basey taking a long time to get up, and even with that, his brother took time to help him up. Here we go. That ball's out of bounds. Wow, that wasn't even close, and either just hit a part of his hand or he just might be feeling it right now. There's the jump floater, and that's what he wanted, but it hit the top of the tape. And crowd getting a little bit restless. I think they want to see competitive serves, and at the same time, they want to see those competitive serves land in. Wow, finally, that's a good one. And Lars gets dug, free ball situation, and all of a sudden, this sudden wind came as his own singular gust. Just rolled through the tent and rolled through the court and just disappeared. Very, very interesting wind gust. Literally came out of nowhere. In almost a supernatural way. Jindyeh to serve. And that ball luff balloons out of bounds, and I understand it's strategic, but the crowd wants to see some action. And another ball served out. And this is how you lose the game, and this is how you lose momentum, and certainly how you lose the audience. Again, you know what it's called when you're supposed to serve competitively and not miss? It's called pressure. Up and down set, and Lars read the four block switch like a book, responds accordingly, side out. The up and down set, Charterina gets blocked, and that could be the play they're looking for. Once again, block does not count as a hit. And again, the kick save. Lars Basey holding his platform, looking for the option. His first option gets dug. What a great read. And that ball got Sundayed. As the fans in Huntington Beach would yell, chowder. 13-7 is the score, and there's your switch, what could possibly be their last switch. A little Pele action. Waiting for everybody to be ready. Perhaps Gage only wants the ball in his hands when everyone's ready to go. Gage, middle float. J-hook pass, Charterina has to go line. And he does, gets dug. Jindyeh. That ball is in. Ryan Charterina to serve. He's been a lot of fun to follow this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps he can break out an ace. Good left shoulder serve. Up and down. Doug. Looking for the point. Charterina got it. Academic play, and now striking first blood on the switch off. It's Team Charterina and Jindyeh. Ryan to serve. Pretty good serve, but again, hits the top of the tape. Lars Basey to serve. We expect him to go right at Charterina. And not even left shoulder. They're trying to hit him between the eyes. And there's the dig. And Jindyeh, Sarge. Wow. What a beautiful swing. I thought that was a net violation, considering where the point of contact was, but perhaps at the top of the tape. Pretty good one-arm toss. Down set. And Gage, again, the more emotional of the two, if you want to call it that. Because on a general level, navigating your emotions is a wash. Wow. Once again, Lars Basey doing his thing. Again, operating at a 70, perhaps 80% on his jump. And it's a jump he looks like he can do all day, even in these conditions, which are absolutely brutal. This is the test of metal. This is the Pottstown Rumble. And man, Gage knew he was absolutely screwed on his footwork. Last minute, just tried to reach over with one hand, and Charterina made him pay. Beautiful. Once again, line over. Easy as pie, and it's back and forth. Here we go. Oh, there's the dig. It's like everybody woke up because there was a point scoring opportunity, and there it is. Gage the conversion. Gage the transition. Gage to serve match point opportunity number 1. 14-8. Gage listening to his older brother Lars, respecting his elders, and also listening to the guy who's a school teacher. This time they go back to Charterina. There's the up and down set, and Charterina is just been automatic, and he's had to be. He's gotten almost every single serve this match. Certainly the majority of the serves, I would go so far as to say 90%. 9 out of every 10 for the entire tournament. Pretty good pass. Look at Lars, and Gage Basey just having the time of his life. Lars Basey to serve. They haven't been playing with any angular pursuit or making Charterina make any lateral movements. They've literally been coming straight at him, except that one's short. And wow, very, very close. Charterina's got to be hitting like 600 or something. waiting patiently. Lars says he's ready, and we have to make sure Lars is ready because we know it's going to go to Lars. And it does. Left shoulder serve. Left-hander's cut, too. And oh my goodness. Big smile on his face. Strutting his stuff on that block. Absolute stuff. Pretty good pass. Here's the up and down to Lars, and Lars gets dug, looking for 10. And this time he gets blocked. And wow. Sammy Jindyeh, excuse me, Jindyeh. Basey brothers call a timeout. All right, we're back from the timeout. Looking for that up and down set. This time they served, wow, Jindyeh, and he hits the ball wide, and that's it. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for this long-awaited match point. Moving on to the next round. The round of 16 are the brothers Basey, 15-10. And man, again, we're separating the men from the boys, and it's time to turn up the temperature on court 1. It's time to turn up the temperature on center court. Let's go. Let's get ready. But for now, Jason Debilius. I'll see you in a bit.
You make me come alive. You make me come alive. I just can't believe life's You make me come alive.
I've never felt so free.
Can't get you off my mind.
You're such a part of me.
It don't fly so high.
There's still so much to see.
You make me come alive. I never felt so free.